The Chevrolet Corvette, a name that resonates with car enthusiasts and casual drivers alike. Just saying the name conjures up images of open roads, roaring engines, and classic American style. It's a name that has become synonymous with freedom, power, and the open road. It's a car that's been capturing hearts and turning heads for over 70 years. From the bustling streets of New York to the serene coastal highways of California, the Corvette has made its mark everywhere. It's more than just a car, it's a symbol of American ingenuity and automotive passion. A testament to what can be achieved when vision meets craftsmanship. From its humble beginnings in 1953, when the first Corvette rolled off the assembly line, it was clear that this was no ordinary car. The Corvette has always represented the pinnacle of American sports car design and performance. Each model, each iteration, has pushed the envelope further, setting new standards in the automotive world. It's a car that's been constantly evolving, adapting to the times while staying true to its core principles. From the sleek lines of the C1 to the aggressive stance of the C8, the Corvette's journey is a story of innovation and excellence. Always pushing the boundaries of what's possible, the Corvette has been a trailblazer in automotive technology and design. Whether on the racetrack or the open road, it has consistently delivered unparalleled performance. But through it all, it's always stayed true to its roots. The essence of the Corvette has remained unchanged, a car built for those who love to drive. The Corvette is a car that's built for drivers, by drivers. Every detail, every curve, every roar of the engine is a testament to the passion and dedication of those who design and build it. It's a car that's meant to be driven and enjoyed. Whether you're cruising down a scenic highway or pushing its limits on a racetrack, the Corvette offers an experience like no other. So buckle up and join me as we take a ride through the history of this American icon. We'll explore its evolution, its milestones, and the stories that have made it a legend. From its early days as a stylish roadster capturing the imagination of a post-war America, to its transformation into a high-performance machine that rivals the best in the world. To its current status as a world-class sports car, the Corvette continues to inspire and excite. It's not just a car, it's a legacy, a dream on wheels that embodies the spirit of America. The year was 1953. A time of optimism and innovation. The world was rapidly changing, and America was at the forefront of this transformation. The post-war economic boom was in full swing, bringing prosperity and a sense of boundless possibility to the nation. Families were moving to the suburbs, and the American dream was becoming a reality for many. America was in love with all things automotive. Cars were more than just a means of transportation. They were a symbol of freedom, status, and innovation. The open road called to the adventurous spirit of the American people. It was at this time that Chevrolet, eager to make its mark on the burgeoning sports car market, unveiled a car that would change the automotive landscape forever, the Corvette. The unveiling of the 1953 Chevrolet Corvette was a momentous occasion, capturing the imagination of car enthusiasts and the general public alike. The first Corvette, known as the C1, was a far cry from the high-performance machines we associate with the name today. It was a bold experiment, a blend of American ingenuity and European styling. But it was a looker. With its sleek fiberglass body and long flowing lines, the C1 Corvette was an instant hit with the American public. Its design was unlike anything else on the road, a true testament to the creativity and vision of its designers. With its sleek fiberglass body and long flowing lines, the C1 Corvette was an instant hit with the American public. Car enthusiasts flocked to see it, and it quickly became a symbol of American innovation and style. Under the hood, the first Corvette was powered by a modest six-cylinder engine. While it may not have been the most powerful engine, it was a start. The engineers at Chevrolet knew they had something special and were determined to improve upon it. It wasn't a powerhouse, but it was enough to give the car a respectable top speed of around 100 miles per hour. This was just the beginning for the Corvette. Over the years, it would evolve, becoming faster, more powerful, and more iconic. The C1 Corvette laid the foundation for what would become one of the most beloved and enduring sports cars in automotive history. From its humble beginnings in 1953 to the high-performance machines of today, the Corvette has remained a symbol of American ingenuity and passion for the open road. The legacy of the C1 Corvette lives on, inspiring new generations of car enthusiasts and continuing to push the boundaries of automotive design and performance. The The 1960s were a time of great change and upheaval in America, and the automotive industry was no exception. As the decade progressed, the Corvette underwent a radical transformation, culminating in the introduction of the iconic C2 in 1963. The C2, affectionately known as the Stingray, was a revelation when it was first unveiled. Inspired by the sleek predatory lines of a Stingray, the C2 was a radical departure from its predecessor. Its sharp angles, hidden headlights, and fastback rear window gave it an aggressive, almost futuristic look. But the C2 wasn't just about looks, it was also a technological tour de force. Underneath its sculpted bodywork, the C2 Corvette boasted a range of advanced features. Section 4, the C3, a pop culture icon. The 1970s were a turbulent time for the American auto industry. The decade was marked by significant economic and social changes that had a profound impact on car manufacturers. The oil crisis, increasing emissions regulations, and changing consumer tastes forced automakers to rethink their strategies. The oil embargo of 1973 led to fuel shortages and skyrocketing gas prices, which made fuel efficiency a top priority for consumers. Despite these challenges, the Corvette continued to thrive. It managed to capture the imagination of car enthusiasts and the general public alike. The Corvette's ability to adapt and evolve while maintaining its core identity was key to its success. The third-generation Corvette, known as the C3, debuted in 1968 and continued the legacy of its predecessors. The C3 was a radical departure from the previous models, featuring a completely new design that was both futuristic and aggressive. The C3 Corvette, with its long sloping hood and muscular rear fenders, became a symbol of 1970s cool. Its sleek lines and powerful stance made it an instant classic. The design was inspired by the Mako Shark II concept car, which gave it a distinctive and unforgettable look. It was featured prominently in movies and television shows. The Corvette's striking appearance and performance made it a favorite among filmmakers and TV producers. It became a symbol of speed, style, and American ingenuity. The C3 Corvette became synonymous with the open road and a sense of freedom. It embodied the spirit of adventure and the desire to explore new horizons. Driving a Corvette was not just about getting from point A to point B, it was about the journey and the experience. It was during this era that the Corvette cemented its place in American popular culture. The car became more than just a mode of transportation, it became a cultural icon. Corvette clubs and fan gatherings sprang up across the country, celebrating the car's legacy and its impact on American society. Who could forget the iconic image of Eric Estrada cruising down the Pacific Coast Highway in his bright red Corvette on the hit TV show Chips? This image captured the essence of the Corvette's appeal, a blend of glamour, excitement, and the promise of the open road. The C3 Corvette's presence in popular media helped to solidify its status as a true American legend. Section 5, Technological Advancements, the C4. By the 1980s, the automotive landscape had changed dramatically. The gas-guzzling muscle cars of the past were out, and fuel-efficient, technologically advanced vehicles were in. This decade marked a turning point for the Corvette. Chevrolet knew it was time to bring the Corvette into the modern age. The fourth-generation Corvette, or C4, was unveiled in 1983. It was a clean break from its predecessors. Gone were the chrome bumpers and soft curves, replaced by sharp edges, a sleek aerodynamic body, and a digital dashboard. Underneath its skin, the C4 was packed with technological innovations. It was the first Corvette to feature a digital dashboard, a head-up display, and a sophisticated electronic engine management system.